Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This is me, Atiq Ahmed. Today we are going to study the topic urinary tract infections. The normal aging process in humans affects kidney function in various ways. Whenever the humans become older in age, so their all systems including the urinary system become weakened, and kidney, which is the important organ of the urinary system, it also become weakened, and several complications arise. Urinary tract infections, UTI, are fairly common in human beings, particularly in females. These infections occur very frequently. Urology is basically the branch of medicine which deals with the diseases and abnormalities of the urinary tract and their treatment. We will move towards the teaching point. The teaching points: almost all parts of the urinary tract are infected by microorganisms, particularly bacterial species and fungal species. They infect various parts of the urinary tract, except the ureters, which are rarely the site of infection. Now, almost all parts of the urinary tract is infected by the microorganisms, the fungi and bacteria. Kidneys are infected, bladder is infected, similarly urethra is infected, but very rarely the ureters are infected. Now think over it. What is the reason behind it? The actual reason behind it is that there is frequent flow of urine through the ureter, and its positioning is as such that it is flushed out by the urine frequently. So that's why the infectious organisms, the fungi and bacteria, they cannot easily colonize the ureters. That's why ureters are rarely infected. Now, the types of UTIs depending upon the site where the infection is caused. Urethritis is the infection of urethra. Cystitis involves the bladder. Whenever there is infection in the urinary bladder, that is called cystitis. And whenever there is infection in the kidneys, so that is known as pyelonephritis. Now, the various species, the bacterial and fungal species which cause urinary tract infections, UTIs, or these bacterial species are more common, while just few fungal species cause urinary tract infections. Urinary tract infections are caused mostly by bacteria, and very few fungi basically cause the urinary tract infections. And as these are caused by these two types of microorganisms, so they are easily treatable by antibiotic therapy, because antibiotic therapy is very effective against bacteria and fungi, but antibiotic therapy is not effective against viruses. So through antibiotic therapy, these urinary tract infections are easily cured. For prevention from these urinary tract infections, there are two important points. Number one, a lot of water should be drank. Whenever you drink a lot of water, so your urinary tract is frequently flushed out by the water. So as a result, the infectious organisms cannot colonize the urinary tract. Secondly, personal hygiene is very important. The body, the urinogenital system, as well as the surrounding environment should be clean in order to avoid these infectious organisms to enter into your body and then into the urinary tract. Now, the various bacterial strains, or in other words species, which cause the urinary tract infections are Escherichia coli. It is now normally known as E. coli, Proteus vulgaris, Proteus mirabilis, similarly Klebsiella, similarly Neisseria, gonorrhea. Now this one, Neisseria gonorrhea, it is the common cause of urinary tract infections, and it caused a common disease of urinary tract which is known as gonorrhea. This is very common in males and females, and if it is not treated through antibiotics, so it may cause infertility. This infection usually occurs in the genital areas and in all along the urinary tract. Even the other parts which are not the part of the urinary tract, those are also infected. Mouth is also infected by this species. So Neisseria gonorrhea cause the gonorrhea disease in which there is burning sensation during urination, and if it is not properly treated through antibiotics, so ultimately it may cause infertility and other health complications. Now the other species, Treponema palladium, Staphylococcus, Saprophyticus, these are other bacterial species which are involved in the urinary tract infections. As far as the fungal strains, the fungal species are concerned, so Candida albicans is one of the species which usually cause the urinary tract infections. This is all about today's lecture. Inshallah, see you next time with new fresh lecture. Take care. Allah Hafiz.